Only some of this guy. All right, welcome to the Swerve Show. We had a little technical difficulties. What is it? April 24th. We're working on Igor. He's becoming a real stellar engineer. It's coming. It's working. So, y'all, it is April 24th, right? Come on, move up to the
April
mic.
24th.
So, relax
I'm
yourself.
here.
Relax your shoulders. Take that. This is my good buddy Lamar, y'all. Lamar Johnson. So Racine is busy. Your day is finishing up some schoolwork, and then Tony Nelson is on hiatus traveling the world, and he'll be back in a couple of weeks. So we'll have the crew back together for another week, but I'm glad Lamar's with us.
Glad to be here.
He's representing Adodi, and they've got a great retreat coming up, and so we're going to talk about that as well. Hey, Rufus. I see Rufus is on with us. All right, we got a little following here. I see some key folks. All right, so, of course, the Swerve Show is bringing the Swerve magazine to life every week. We're bringing the pages to life every week, every Wednesday. So we thank y'all for joining us. And, of course, our March-April issue is still hot on the stands, featuring who? Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
Right. And I know she's performing tonight. Well, they're airing it tonight on Empire. Okay. You know, they're doing the gay wedding.
Oh, yes.
Empire's doing like the first network black same gender loving wedding tonight. So,
hey.
Anyway, and she's performing. So.
That's going to be good singing.
Yeah, and they added her to the New York Gay Pride or World Pride kickoff as well. So, hey,
she's been at it for a while now, and she, in my opinion, just gets better.
She does.
You know, you have your classic Shaka, but you have your current Shaka, but she's still classic Shaka.
And I'm not crazy about this new album, y'all. I'm not crazy
Hello, Happiness.
about it. I mean, maybe
who doesn't
I need to listen
love
to
Happiness?
It. Yeah, I just need to. He said she was great. Oh, okay. Hey, Mo, my old classmate. Oh, man. That is a supermodel.
Oh, okay.
Mo was a supermodel in school.
Is he going to enroll in the...
Oh, in the model contest? Yeah. No, he's way beyond that. Okay. But he said she was great. Okay, I got to look for that. Hopefully she didn't do anything new from the album.
Whatever she did, I'm sure it was good.
I'm sure it was.
She's a legend. She's awesome.
Hey, Ernest Hopkins. Okay, so, y'all, let's keep it moving. So, of course, we've got advertising opportunities both within the magazine and on the show.
Hey.
So, if you're interested, just hit myself up at jamil@swervemagazine.com and let me know what your budget is, and we'll figure out what we can do with it.
You got to have a budget.
The bigger, the better. You're going to have to talk more.
Okay.
But y'all, look, he bought notes. Lamar bought notes.
I didn't think the notes would be visible.
He brought notes. Wait, hello.
Well, listen, you're the TV pro now.
I'm not a pro. I just like to talk.
I'm a protege. I'm coming behind you.
I'm like, what is this? The Wendy Williams show? You brought notes.
Well, I'm not pulling them out of my wig, you know. So.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
so anyway, y'all, so we're moving right along. Let's move into some news.
No.
And oh man, this first issue, my heart is I just can't get it together. Yeah. I really can't. So this young individual, Nigel Shelby, y'all, he was 15. 15. He's a student living in Huntsville, Alabama. Right. He committed suicide because he was being bullied for being gay.
And like his mother had an interview. I don't know if you.
I saw clips of it.
And what she said, very young. She does. She looks very young. And what she said that I found so profound was, he had so much more love to give. And you can look at the picture and you can see that this was a lively, spirited 15-year-old boy who just will never have the opportunity to get to this point of life, because it does get better.
And it never talked about how he committed suicide, right. Which I'm glad they didn't. But I'd be curious to know, because a person just does decide to commit suicide. A 15-year-old, and I don't know if it involved guns or something else, but clearly he had been tortured for a while. And the mother said he came out 2 years ago,
and she was supportive.
Right. Yeah. But clearly the environment was not conducive to supporting him. And I know the article, the press coverage I saw, the school system claims that they had been in conversation and had built relationships with her and the kid.
Okay.
And that they had no there were no notifications or
Wow.
no notices about
She said that
him
too.
being bullied.
There were no signs.
Which I find hard to believe. I do find that hard to believe.
There's always signs there, and I think as long as parents continue to provide an environment for their children, one of conversation and communication, no matter what the topic is, I think that he might have been able to be a little more open of what he was going through, because this is such a life that's lost, and that's a loss to us all. Whenever a life
and
at
then
that
on
age
top,
is
I mean,
lost.
so if he's not the only one in that
That's
school.
true.
That's
Yes.
one thing. And I know some individuals that work for Teach for America, like Tamim has talked about, some of the issues that go on in the schools where the adults are really not. They're
Equipped.
not gay friendly. They're
Yes.
not equipped.
They're not
Right.
prepared.
They have their own biases that they
Right.
bring to bear. And so chances are this young kid probably reached out to some
It's possible.
some school officials that really weren't able to accommodate him.
And that's the unfortunate part. And I remember when I was at that age and my parents had gone through a divorce, and counseling was a part of my life, and it helped. And my sister, took a proactive approach and not have me go deeper into that dark hole, because when life changes, it can really affect you in a really, it's hard to get out from under kind of way. So
Well, the other thing on
Even
that
at 15.
is, so you got these school systems that are trying various things. So I know in New York they have schools, specifically the Harvey Milk School,
yes,
where
right.
they house some of the gay kids. But then also, you have gay and lesbian, straight alliance groups within the school.
there's more support.
Right, and even here in Washington, D.C., we had Check It. They were being harassed, and so they formed sort of an external family, for the lack of a better word, a gang,
Wow.
to protect themselves and also to build community amongst like-minded kids, because the schools were not protecting them.
And that's so unfortunate that you have to resort to creating a gang in order for you to be protected. And I feel like in our society, if we can't protect children going to school to get their
Can you imagine
education,
going to school and you being harassed just for being you? I mean, every day, and no one's doing anything about it?
but if we realistically look at it, it's not just the bullying, but sometimes when kids go to school, they don't come home at all.
Well, true. That's true.
So we also have that issue going on as well within this country, and that's another something to consider.
This was
You
just-
pray that your kids will come back home safely. You just
Right.
don't know.
This was just so sad, though. My heart goes out to this family.
Absolutely.
And we'll keep our eyes on this story going forward. Definitely.
Yep.
Is anybody still there? No, people are still there, but I don't see comments. Look at that. Okay. All right. Probably the way I'm showing this. All right. So what else we got? The folks are waving, but I haven't seen any comments yet. All right. What we got? Oh, Jussie Smollett case update.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. So
Oh, yeah.
these two guys are now suing
I heard.
Jussie's attorneys
Yes.
for
Defamation.
defamation.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on this?
Ooh, well, my thoughts are there are so many ways to get a check. And if this is a way that would get these brothers a check, as they claim they're not getting jobs. They claim
I mean,
that
they're not getting jobs.
they
There's always porno. Y'all can do porn.
Okay, so in the picture we see that these are fake guys. I think they were doing personal training, and I think that was a part of the narrative.
Personal training.
Okay. But
Slash
in addition to
escort.
that, they are or want to pursue careers in acting. And I think that they're saying that this is being a hindrance to them, and they have to get paid.
Well, I mean, so this is my thing.
Okay.
So okay. If I were them,
Okay.
Jesse's gotten off. Okay, he's done. His charges
career's
were
done, you're
dropped.
saying,
no,
too,
no,
right?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The charges were dropped, right? So now you keep putting your toe in this water about this case, and so if you keep doing that, the truth about your participation may come up.
Truth comes to light.
So maybe y'all just ought to just
Ease
move
on down the
aside
road, yes.
and go keep working out and do some modeling gigs and I would say do porn.
I think you're riding hard on that thought process there.
I think they ought to do porn.
You have sexualized these Nigerian brothers.
Think about it. They were doing anything for the money. Clearly, if you were willing to try and beat somebody up for $3,500.
So you know that it came up in a recent conversation that all three of them, that could be the career path for all three of them. So you're not the only person that has had this thought that you're having right now.
Well, but
the brothers and Jesse.
Well, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. Jesse's a big time star. He can go online. He can go get whatever he wants. He ain't got to pay for it.
I'm wishing that for him. I'm honestly wishing for rebound and recovery for him.
I mean, America, we have short-term memories. He'll go do something fabulous, and we'll be applauding him, and we will have forgotten all about it.
Well, let's be clear. America has short-term memory, not when it comes to black people not performing well, not doing the right thing.
It depends.
Society is a little less forgiving. So
give it a couple years,
okay,
and let him come out with a hot tune. We'd be like, oh, that's a cute tune. Remember that? Ain't that the guy that blah blah blah? We would have gotten over it.
Are you talking about
Jesse? Jesse.
Okay.
If he come out with some new music or a new film or something. We will.
Oh, you're saying that 2 years from now we'll think, okay, that's the guy.
We'll be like, oh yeah, isn't that the guy?
But I think 2 years from now we'll still be talking. Unfortunately, we'll still be talking about the not so great things.
BJ said, "Do porn."
See, okay.
Our calendars.
We see who the viewership is, and who the host is.
Well, my question is, can these boys act?
So yeah, they look like really good personal trainers, and I think that could be their career path.
Steroids do a lot of things, baby.
Oh, I'm not going to say that.
There's a lot of steroids in that chest, baby. Look at it.
Well, no, I think that's honest. I really think it's natural.
I can't
Those
believe
are like two strong Nigerian brothers.
Yes. If I was them, though, I would take my losses and go.
No, I think that in a lot of cases you'd be surprised if there's an idea that there's a payday. I'm gonna go for it. But
my thing is, so what if at the end of the day y'all
end
up in jail?
Well,
because y'all participated in this fraud.
Truth be told, given how the Jesse situation has gone, and now a lot of us are questioning what did and did not happen, I don't think that they would be doing this knowing what potentially could happen. But they got off one time.
Depends if they're getting good or bad legal counsel.
Well, I think the brothers could have really went down the first time, but they got off like Jesse did. I don't think that they're going to OJ themselves in this situation.
Or write some books or something.
They need to,
or come out with a tune. Can y'all sing and dance? I mean,
write a tell-all.
Y'all got 6. You got a couple months to get one out. It's got to be out like right now.
Yeah.
Right now. Anyway,
I agree.
So we're gonna leave them alone. Okay. All right. Moving right along, y'all. Congress has subpoenaed the White House for a whole lot of stuff, and the White House has said, what? No, we decline. I didn't know you could decline subpoenas from Congress. Did you know that?
I didn't know that either. I think
and not go to jail.
Listen. It's a new day, and the day is changing by the day.
It sure is. This whole Mueller report thing. Have you read it? I haven't read it yet.
No, I've really, honestly, unless there's something that's really going to drive me to my computer, it has to be really.
Well,
juicy.
they say they have it in book form.
Oh,
you can order it on Amazon.
I believe that.
I was like, that's fierce.
Yeah.
I'm done. I gotta read it though. I'm gonna plan to read it.
The stuff that we really need to know, it's all been redacted. Because if there was something that was not redacted, it's like maybe things would be different now.
Well, I mean,
what do you think?
But they claim there's been at least 10 charges of obstruction that are of obstruction that were listed in there. So I would imagine it's probably good and informative.
I think we knew that, though. As far as the obstruction, I think that was pretty darn obvious.
So
unless it's something that's really going to drive this thing over the edge, we know that already. Can
we get rid of this fake crime family? This corrupt fake crime family sitting in the White House?
Honestly, I think probably I will not be surprised if he starts a new reality show while living in the White House. I could really see that happening. I really, really could, and they would have reunions, and Kellyanne Conway with him and her husband would throw things back and forth. My brother
said he's untouchable. You folks elected him, and I hope y'all are getting your money's worth, dude, because he is really driving this country right into the middle of the ground.
It's kind of a bit of like that, what they used to call John Gotti, the Teflon Don. Nothing sticks, even though we know what's going on. Nothing seems to stick.
Nothing yet.
So
I tell you who I haven't seen is McConnell. Have you seen him?
No. Well,
he's been. Incognito.
He's not a face that you really look for,
But
though.
he runs the Senate.
This is true, yeah.
And he's nowhere to be found. I've not seen a press conference of him.
That could mean something.
He's running. He's like, don't ask me no questions. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So let's keep it moving. Let's go to something more interesting now.
Okay.
So we're going to go into what's hot, y'all. All right. You ready, Igor? All right. So have you seen Beyonce's Homecoming documentary on Netflix?
I can't say that I've had time to watch it on Netflix, but I've been listening.
Oh my God!
I've been listening. I've been streaming it.
It's a 40 album live set.
I listen. Well, she's the queen bee. Look at her.
I tell you, Beyonce works hard for the money.
I agree.
It was an incredible show.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yes.
And I don't know a lot of her new music.
You're not a big fan of her doing music.
Well, I mean the rap stuff. She's a performer. She's an artist. So she covers the bases. She sings, dances. She does hip hop, R&B,
she
pop.
Does.
They name it. She can do it all. And it was an amazing show, though.
Yeah.
It really was. That girl put something together.
The thought process, and I think that a friend of mine recently said that she will go down as one of the greatest entertainers, and I think so, just because of the level of the attention to detail, like down to like the crest and the B, and just this homage to HBCUs.
She gives you a show from head to toe.
It's really and for a lot of she gets a lot of criticism for being a copier, but
copy of who though? Who's she copying?
Well, she has borrowed from here and there and there.
Well, she's borrowing. She's getting inspiration from different.
Definitely.
Influences.
I think that she's been heavily influenced, of course, by Diana Ross and even like her business acumen, Barbara Streisand. And, she's trying to emulate, the legendary divas that have gone before her that have really paved the way.
She's legendary, y'all.
And she's carrying the baton well, I must say.
She keeps setting the bar.
Higher and higher.
She keeps going beyond, the great things she's done. So my hat's off to her.
I agree.
I got to watch it again. I've only seen it, I've seen it once. But at certain parts I kept rewinding because I thought there were certain things, especially a lot of the hip hop stuff. The band didn't get a chance to breathe.
Okay.
And I'm like, you got 100 people with all these instruments. Can you let them flow? And she let them flow.
But my favorite part, I just want to say my favorite part. I didn't even watch the Coachella performance. I know somebody's cursing, like saying, what? No, I didn't watch that either. But my favorite part is the fact that when she reunites with the girls, Destiny's Child.
Oh, yeah. That was
Kelly
good.
and Michelle.
And her dancing with Solange, that was good.
Oh, absolutely. But vocally, Destiny's Child, the three of them together, to me, is still just pure
they've
magic.
Gotten better. Yeah.
Strong, like vocally, each one of them.
Yeah, that was a good. That was
and they have fun doing it.
And it wasn't like I'm Beyonce and y'all are way in the back. No. It was Destiny's Child.
Because they've done their own things. But as we all know, she's Beyonce.
My favorite part
was
when they started doing Baby Boy. It's like that whole medley after Baby Boy.
Okay.
Because the band started swinging.
Yes.
The horns started swinging.
Yeah.
The drums. I was like, here we go.
Right.
That's what we've been waiting for. So
I'm glad that we're approaching summer for this homecoming, just because I can hear that. I mean, and also too on the Homecoming album, the Frankie Beverly cover before I let go.
Well,
with the bounce,
it was different. I mean, when I heard it, I
appreciate that. Listen, when the summertime comes, when that comes on, I'm gonna have a plate.
Well, that's the black barbecue.
It is.
Song,
well, it's always been the original Frankie Beverly and Maze's version.
So anyway, hats off to Beyonce, y'all. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and go watch it.
It's good stuff.
And we'll talk about it. Hey, Netflix is everything. Let me tell you.
That's right.
All right. So we talked a little bit about it. Empire is breaking ground again because they had sort of the first black LGBT or black singing and loving. Oh yeah, they look great, right? And I tell you, I gotta confess, I have not seen this show all season.
I'll do you one better. I have not watched Empire since season 1.
Oh my goodness, I did see
and it was
last
so
season.
Great in season 1. Then I heard that it went down a little, but I heard the quality came right back even stronger. But I'm really got to get caught up one day.
It's a hard storyline to keep adding and reinventing to, But
I see Gabby is still there in the background.
Oh yeah, she looks good too.
Yeah, she does.
So hats off to them. I'm gonna watch it on demand. I had to binge watch it and see what's
Catch
going
up.
on.
Yeah, let me know.
All right, y'all. So, Beyonce killed it. Amazing. Yes, Rufus. Yes, she did kill it. We got to watch it together. So, Dwayne Vernon, my good friend Dwayne Vernon, the writer, has a book release party this weekend.
Oh, that's a nice cover.
Yes, and actually, I just saw him earlier today. So, it's going to be an exciting event. And I've read 2 of his books now. So, he's a great storyteller.
Yeah. He's been pretty prolific. He's been writing. There's several in his.
He's got about 6 or 7. Are you coming? Yeah. You coming? Saturday 4 to 7.
I might have something else going on, but
what you got going on? Hey, y'all, DC is the black gay is the black gay capital. I must tell y'all this.
This is true.
And so there's just a smorgasbord of activities going on here.
But it looks like a great event.
So we'll be there. So
and I hear
there's
his
still
writing's
time.
really compelling too.
Yeah, still time. Go look at the flyer, go to his page, and get your tickets because we're gonna all be there. It's gonna be nice. All right. So, Katie, another thing that's going on Saturday night, the Black LGBT State of the Union, hosted by Speak Out. So. And that's 7 to 9. Wow. So here in Washington, D.C., and it's hosted by Antonio Driver. I don't think I know him yet. And I see Racine's a part of this. Raheem Remington. I see Joseph Williams at the bottom. So this ought to be interesting. Hope Giselle's on the dais as well. That's a lot of people for a 2-hour thing,
that's
y'all.
a lot to fit in because
that's
there's
not enough microphones.
Because the black LGBT community in DC, we're facing several things.
Yeah, what problem? So I'd be curious. I'm gonna try and run from Dwayne's event over there to see what's going on. But and let's see what they come up with. I would imagine that's not going to be the last. That's the first. Okay, all right. So another thing that's going on. This is right up your neck of the woods.
Oh yeah,
Philly Black Pride is happening this weekend, y'all.
Hey,
I haven't heard anything about it. Have you?
No, it's been a little under wraps this year, and I haven't gone up to it for a number of years. But it's been a little quiet and low key. But I'm sure the kids will still be out. Oh
my God, this is their
Walnut.
20th year.
Hey,
I didn't know that. This is your 20th year. And I'll be honest with you. That is Penn Relay Weekend.
Yes,
so
yeah.
I go up for the relays.
And you're probably the only person I know
I'm not.
who really just goes for
I
the
see
relays
a lot of my
not to go to
friends
the
are right
parties.
at
Okay.
The folks go to relays to watch the boys run around in them little tight outfits.
Well, you can do that on TV. Well, you want to do it up close in person.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's nothing like seeing that up close and personal. So anyway. So that's what's going on this weekend. It's one thing. Rufus is just coming up a storm. It's really quiet, but Philly turns up. Okay, all right, Rufus. Philly turns up because you're there, Rufus.
And I know Outfest used to happen in Philly too, which was a big draw. So
when is Outfest?
I believe that was when the weather turns again. So probably about September, October time.
Oh, okay.
Correct me if
I've never
I'm
been
wrong.
to that. Is that a film festival?
No, Outfest is just like a one-day Pride event in Philly.
Because they do another Philly Pride, and then they do the Equality Forum.
Yeah. Philly pulls a lot too.
Okay.
So does DC.
But,
so yeah,
but what does it do
events.
for the black LGBT community? I guess this is really it.
Well, that's I think Philly needs their own State of the Union, State of the city address for that. More than 2 hours though.
Okay, all right. Well,
It's
and Lee
underserved
Thomas
community.
runs. Lee Thomas. I think Lee Thomas is still running Philly Black Pride.
I believe so.
So good luck, Lee. We won't be there. We're gonna be here because we got all these events going on in DC.
That's right.
Anyway, okay. So let's move on. We got, of course, the Clubhouse reunion, y'all. It's coming up.
Hey.
And if you don't have your tickets, you need to get them. That's Sunday during Memorial Day weekend, and I really think that is going to be the event of that weekend.
You know what I'm curious about? I mean, I want to hear the music. I want to go. I'm going to be a part of that experience. But I heard something about this punch that's legendary.
Well, because they had a punch.
Okay.
And I've only been to the Clubhouse a handful of times.
Okay.
We had DJ JJ here and DJ Chosen last week to talk about it. But there was this mysterious punch.
What's in the punch?
Who knows? And I remember the first few times I went, the people I went with, they grabbed me. They were like, stay away from the punch.
Stay away from the punch.
Because I think a number of people put a number of different things in it.
Okay. So
walk past and throw stuff, and I'm like, oh, no.
stay away from the punch.
Can't mess with that.
But this punch will be safe punch.
I don't know. How about
because
I just
we're in the
go
time
to
of
bar.
Me Too and other things, so we want to make sure everyone remains safe.
Why don't we just go to the bar and get
and
a
drink?
drink?
Hey, that works too. But I just the punch.
Are you going?
I would love to go. I plan to go.
Get your tickets because it's going
I
to
know
sell out.
they're selling fast.
And they gave us tickets. I mean, they gave us VIPs. But you can't go with us. You can't go with me. I'll meet you there though.
This feels very Mean Girls to me. Like you can't sit with us.
I'll see you in line. I'll walk past and I was like, okay, I'll meet you inside.
This feels very Studio 54. I just want to let you know this isn't kind. To have me out.
Come to the VIP section and I'll see if I can get what I can do to get you
No,
up
you'll
here.
look out for me. You always look out for me.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So JJ and DJ Chosen. They're doing a great job promoting this. So it's gonna be.
I know.
I'm expecting 600-700 people.
Just from the clip that you played, that was played last week, just that little clip of house music.
Oh, I'm gonna play it next week.
I was home and I was feeling that. So,
JJ,
yeah,
hey, we're gonna sell this thing out.
Yeah.
Y'all, JJ, if you're listening, if you hear my voice, you should come to Dwayne's event. It's gonna be well attended and it's gonna be all our people. So. And that is this Saturday. I'll send you the text later.
Play some house music in the background while he's signing the books.
Ooh, wouldn't that be hot?
That'll be hot.
Okay.
While he, just
house music lives.
Groove on. That's right.
All right. Then the next thing we got the X Racine show. I think her next show. Racine's next show is May 1st. Oh wow, that's next.
It's coming up
next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay. And Anthony Oakes is on the day on the itinerary. Who else? Oh, DJ Suspense. All right. And I saw him working out the other day, so maybe he's going to do it shirtless.
Okay.
Tyrone, I'm sorry, man. Don't mean to objectify you, but we want to see you bounce around to the music shirtless. Anyway.
But, I have such an appreciation for the Ask Racine shows because they're such well-run shows.
It's like a variety show, right?
Right, it is. And it's just so entertaining, and I really enjoy that. And I know I miss her from being here, the queen of the shameless plug. Instagram, Facebook.
So, Racine, we'll see you on May 1st at HRC. Yeah. That's typically held at the HRC building here in Washington, D.C. All right? Okay. Man, we are really right on schedule. Hard to believe. So we've got I know you wanted us to show Lizzo. Tell me about Lizzo. We couldn't show Lizzo's videos because we don't have license, and they would have pulled.
We got to work on that. We got to work on that.
So, but she's on tour, right? Isn't she coming?
She is on tour. She'll be here. I didn't check the date of when she'll be here.
She's at Anthem. She's coming to Anthem.
The new down in Southwest Wharf.
Right,
so yeah. I just find Lizzo just incredibly incredible.
Lizzo.
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 And her new album, Cause I Love You.
Oh, the album is out?
The album's out. And she embraces her body.
What type of music?
Oh,
R&B classic or jazz?
Well, I know your leanings are very Sarah Vaughan and very Ella Fitzgerald. And
who does she remind you of? Does she remind you of Shaka?
This album, there's a lot of there's several tracks that are very reminiscent. Even one track that she has is very reminiscent of early TLC.
TLC?
And then she had TLC. TLC, they're legends.
Waterfalls.
That's the song that you go to. Okay, but no, Lizzo, and also the song Jerome and Lingerie. It's and even the song Boys. So if you are,
then she has a song out with Big Freedia, right? Doesn't she have a song with Big Freedia's doing something?
Yes, right. Yeah, Rent. Yes. So you gotta listen.
She does Rent.
Yes.
Okay, we played that once.
No, not Rent. Karaoke.
Oh, because they pulled it.
Wrong song.
So we didn't.
We
don't play it again because they pulled the show from that.
Well, at least whoever enjoyed it for that time. But it's on YouTube.
Right.
So go to YouTube, go to Spotify, check out Lizzo, and I have such. We'll
reach out and see what we can do.
And her message of body positivity, empowerment,
and I respect and appreciate that. Right.
Absolutely.
And maybe are you going to the show? Maybe I'll go.
I would love to go.
When she comes in DC.
Let's make that happen.
Okay. I'm going.
I'm excited.
But I'm going to play this next piece. We played another piece. The artist is Bugs Gooda. And we played another piece that he collaborated with some other people. I forget what it was called.
Okay.
It was a really nice black and white noir sort of video. But this one is a little kind of sexy. It's a little
sultry.
And something for a little bit of everybody, no matter what you like. It's called Late Night.
Should I cover my eyes?
I'm saying, I got water. So it's called Late Night, y'all. I hope y'all are old enough to watch all this, but it's very sexy. He's just sexy in general to me. So anyway, all right, kick it at Igor.
Got my phone, I know that ringtone. Don't gotta ask, I know what you want. On a late night, Pick up my phone, I know that ringtone. Don't gotta ask, I know what you want. On a late night.
I know it's crap, but I don't give a fuck. When Healy Town, you be blowing me up, so I slide on in like a thief in the night. Get it wet like a pool full of dags. When I walk in, I get royal treatment. Bow down, kiss the penis. Head game, declare the meanest. And top it off, you swallow semen. I ain't lying, that melanin be poppin' like golden skin. Shit's a drug and I'm addicted. If it's a crime, then I'm convicted. You gon' do what they want. Your best friends, we smash them both. Vacays on the boat, collect the bags and then I'm ghost.
You got my own, I know that ringtone. Don't gotta ask, I know what you want. On a late night, pick up my phone, I know that ringtone. Don't gotta ask, I know what you want. On a late night,
I know I'm wrong, but it feel right. I feel bad, I can't spend the night. But you ain't mine and I ain't yours. With the main of you, I don't need whores. When we got hit, yeah, you went hard. My third strike, you took that charge. You turned me on, scamming cards. Rough sex, still got the scars. We get a drink from the bar, they give us head in the car. You pay them, tell them get out. Then we roll and blow about an ounce. We keep it classy and nasty. Rumors you don't even ask me. When you and your man see me in the streets, I nod, you smile and walk past me. What up?
pick up my phone, I know that ringtone. Don't gotta ask, I know what you want. On a late night, pick up my phone, I know that ringtone. Don't gotta ask, I know what you want. On a late night, either we hustle or we just fuck. Keep it a buck, without you I'm nothing. I know what's wrong, and you got a husband. I ain't gon' front, to me it means nothing. Either we hustle or we just fuck. Keep it a buck, without you I'm nothing. I know what's wrong, and you got a husband. I ain't gon' front, to me it means nothing. Babe, on a late night, on a late night,
All right. What y'all think of that? Please comment. Let us know what you think about it. I thought it was kind of high.
That was kind of spicy
a
and
little bit of something.
sultry.
Everybody got something, didn't they?
Yeah. Then the one, she kind of looked a little bit like Grace Jones. It was a lot going on.
It was a lot. Yeah.
I don't think I'm old
It
enough
was
to
a
be
cute
watching such
tune.
things.
Right. So we're gonna play that again. Bugs Gooder. Have you ever heard of him?
I can't say I have, but honestly, I enjoy that. And I don't enjoy a whole lot, kind of like you, but
Look at what
I
Khan
enjoyed it.
said. What kind of video is this? Clutches the pearls. I know that's right. Because the first time I saw it, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't watch this. Oh, I can't watch this. Right.
Your
Anyway.
virgin eyes.
Yes, we got to bring him on. So anyway, let's get serious, y'all.
Okay.
Adoti.
Adoti.
So Lamar is, what is your role with Adoti?
Oh.
And what is Adoti? Please tell us.
I wear many hats with Adoti. So I am the communications manager. I serve on the board. I am the chair of our transportation and hospitality for our retreats. And so I wear many hats with Adoti, but Adoti is a spiritually based or principles-based spiritual organization that dates way back. Born in 1986, Adoti was.
That ain't way back, but 87
Well, it's almost
is
as
right.
old as
30,
me. So,
right,
but yeah,
yeah.
33 years later, and Adoti was started in Philadelphia as a way of sharing with Black men, things that were happening within our community, a way to connect us outside of the bars and clubs and all of that, but a way to have conversations and bring brothers together around fellowship, around and also too to tell them about the virus as well that was happening at that time,
where we were coming together because
Right.
no one else cared about us,
And we had
so
to care
we
about each
were
other.
taking care of each other.
That's right.
So I mean, it's been around, so it's got structure, it's got chapters in various cities.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, tell me more about that. And how can people, like, who's welcome to join? I mean, who should be interested? Everyone?
So our audience is same gender loving Black men,
Gay.
men of African descent, or also known as gay
Right,
or
there you
homosexual.
go. Or just, you know, if you like a brother, you're a brother and you like a brother.
Absolutely. So at Doty, we have our retreats throughout the year, and the next one is the flyer that you just saw, which is our annual
Can we
summer
bring that
retreat,
back up again?
year 33.
Yes, that's in July. So all
July
are welcome. And so
17th.
what happens at the retreat? Because
That question
it
I'm
says
asked a lot.
Discover the purpose of your power.
Yes,
and the power of your purpose. Ooh, I'm going to borrow that. Who's
Okay.
that?
Listen, no, we got a copyright
That
on
sounds
that.
like Audre Lorde, something Audre Lorde would have said.
Okay, we might. That might be what it is, but we're going to borrow it for this retreat. But what's happens during the retreat is, one of my Doty brothers, Donald Birch, he describes it as a Black gay summer camp.
Okay.
But it really is a connecting of same gender loving men, brothers from across the country and across the world. We'll come together, and we join together under the spiritually guided principles of a Doty, and we love each other in that way through affirmations. We have morning affirmations. We break bread. We eat together. We have affirmations. We go swimming together. We do nature walks and things like that together. So this
is beyond just social, right?
It has a social component
bonding.
to it, but I think the focus of a Doty is to serve the needs of same gender loving men of African descent in a way that's different or outside of the normal club bar situation.
Right.
Because I think that if anything, we should support, our needs in a holistic way. So a Doty for me feeds me, spiritually. As you know, I'm a bit of an introvert, but I found...
Oh, please.
I really am an introvert. Even being here tonight
Lamar
is not the norm for
Lamar
me.
and I are workout buddies.
We are.
For y'all, I want y'all to know
But
that.
at the gym, I'm extremely quiet. I mean,
No,
I'm quiet
whatever.
in general. I'm a quiet person.
Me
but
too. I'm very quiet, too. And shy.
See, that's not true of you. But for me, I am an actual introvert. But even as an introvert, I've been able to find community, comfort, and safety in the brotherhood of a Doty, where I feel like I could be authentically myself. And as we know, in some of our jobs and our lives, we're not able to just be ourselves. Even with some family members or workplaces, depending where you work.
This is what I really love about a Doty. It's that it is allows us to embrace all of our identities in an authentic manner. And so the reason I bring that up is because a number of events have popped up in groups similar, where guys are coming together, forming these groups where, it's just a group of guys that everyone feels comfortable with, that are not effeminate or that are not too overweight, or, we start segmenting, and we're starting to bring these sort of homogeneous groups to some degree together for social engagement, right? Like I know there's a group in Atlanta, there's a group that's forming here. And my question is, why don't we just partake of the groups that already exist? And can't we all come together? Shouldn't everybody be welcome to participate?
Well, I agree, and I also disagree. I think that, quite honestly, there may be different groups that serve different needs and wants for you as an individual. If you want a more social group where you can go out and, socialize in bars and clubs and things of that nature, then those other groups may serve that need. But for a Doty, we're spiritually based, and
but you're not like any particular religious. You're not based on any particular religious
Well,
dogma,
Doty,
right?
No. So a lot of our principles and a lot of what we do is steeped in Yoruba, West African culture. However, Doty itself is inclusive of all walks, all religions, all beliefs, or non-beliefs for that matter.
So it's the retreat, and then the chapters host events all year
absolutely,
long, right?
Absolutely. Right? So we have the biannual Chicago.
Okay.
Charles
Nelson. Shout out to my good friend
him.
Charles Nelson. Hey, Charles.
And then also too, we have a spring retreat that happens in Michigan, and we also have the ASR, the Doty Southern Region, has its retreat in January. So that's not typically, it's always in a city in the South, since they're Doty South.
And so all men are welcome, right?
All men we're very
and
inclusive.
You don't discriminate based on body type. You ain't got to be all cut up in diesel.
Because I'm not that,
we're working on that.
Okay.
We're working on that. we got May's coming. You ain't got to be all cut up in diesel. What if you are somewhat effeminate?
You will find
Is
community.
everyone open? You know, and I hate when people do that.
Yeah, I understand. But
And young, can you be young? I mean, is there an age?
so we do want you to be a brother of at least 18 years of age.
Oh, yeah,
So you have to
hopefully.
be legal. You know, we're not going to accept permission slips from your mom.
No moms.
You know.
Right.
But honestly, so the body of Adodi members, generally men who are 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. And then there are those of us who, well, I'm in part of the 30s group now, but there are brothers who are also part of
Really?
the
You're not in the 4s? I'm 54, y'all.
You're just going to push my age, huh? Push it up.
54, y'all. Good living.
I'm going to keep 34 for now.
Are you 34?
I'm 34. You thought I was that? Oh, see, you know what? I'm insulted.
You can't hang with me. You too young.
Oh, please. I think I need better lighting if I look.
D. Carey said, just for men. I think it is just for men. Is it just for men?
It's just for
Right,
men.
Right.
Yes, that conversation's been one that's been asked. And
But it would be worthwhile to maybe do some events in partnership with other groups, so that you can leverage what's good about all of you.
Absolutely.
I agree
and
with
those
that.
are partnerships that we're definitely seeking. So if you
Hey,
have
Gary,
an
that's
interest in
my
partnering
cousin.
with us, hey cousin, Adodi.org, and you can click the contact us.
Adodi.org, and I think we posted it as ADODI. Lord.
You were heading there eventually. Right.
.org.
That's right.
Yes.
And we're also on, I'm going to borrow this from Racine. We're also on social media,
on Twitter.
We're on Twitter and Facebook and Christian. We're not on Christian Mingle. We're not there. But on Facebook, if you type in the Men of Adodi, you can find us there. And on Twitter and Instagram, Adodi National.
Hey, Kevin Taylor.
Hey, Kevin. Kevin Taylor.
Kevin, I'm in the middle of your book, man. It is phenomenal.
He's an awesome
I finally had
writer.
a chance to start reading it, and it's phenomenal,
Yes,
man. Hey, it's a great read.
Yeah.
So I'm inspired by this because what happens is even like Big Boy Pride. The impetus behind the growth of that is when no one else or when other groups shun you or neglect you.
Right.
You come together and you form your own.
That's right.
And that's what Adodi has done.
And I think in Adodi and Big Boy Pride, I hear is a wonderful event. Jay out of Jay. And I hear that it's a wonderful event. And Adodi.
D just posted that it sounds elitist. D, they are not elitist.
No.
It is not that. It is not
not
about
elitist.
the who's, what, and all that.
No,
it's not
there
that
are
group.
no pinkies up. And
It is
again-
not that group. I've been with them. It is not that group. It's strictly an affirming environment.
So I have a way to confirm that it's not elitist because you exemplify the best qualities of Adodi. And you're not even an Adodi brother. So, and you don't have the reputation of being an elitist, but I
Not
think
at
you
all.
exemplify a lot of those qualities and attributes that we're
Except
known
when it
for.
comes to my music.
I know if it's not
I'm
Ella
elitist
or
when it
Sarah.
comes to the music. I need music with my
Yes.
music.
Yes, you need some Sarah, some Ella. And,
Right, not
yes.
the N word, not the B word,
No,
not some
not
beats
your
that
favorite
y'all
things.
borrowed. right, not a computer.
Yeah.
I need musicians. Right. Anyway, I'm sorry.
But thank you so much for having me on to talk about
course.
Adodi. Just because, again, like I said, you exemplify the
Thank you.
best parts.
Am I an honorary member?
You are, because you've been so supportive of us, with the, featuring us in Swerve and several times, and your support. And last, the feature story that you did.
Yes, we did a nice
You know,
piece that Dr.
Kahan Sablo.
Dr.
Kahan.
Sablo wrote
That's
last
right.
time, and he's online with us. Okay, all right.
I just want to mention additionally too that what I also love about Adodi is just the friendship connections and the fact that I can travel anywhere within the country. And I can find an Adodi brother to go out to see a play, to stay over, to have a meal with.
This is community building. We
Very
need
much so.
community building
Absolutely.
amongst our people so bad. That is at the root of all of our problems. We've not built an affirmed community where we all connect and support each other. So how does a person join? That's the question. Because I know there's a process to join.
There isn't really a process. There is, but there isn't. And what I mean by that is if you want to become an Adodi brother, come to our annual summer retreat.
Okay.
July
So you have
17th.
to come to the retreat in order to join.
So there
you can't
is-
join it. If you're in Chicago, you can't join in Chicago. You have to come to the retreat to join, and then you can
That's
be
right.
active in Chicago. Is that how that works?
That's similar to how it works. So for you to become an Adodi brother, you have to come to our annual summer retreat because there is an initiation process.
Okay.
But it's not what you may think. You know, if you may think when we hear initiations, we think paddles, we think, pledging and things of that nature. But it's nothing to be fearful of. It's actually one of the best experiences. Of course, I can't say all of what happens.
Just write a check. Here's my check. I'm a member now.
Well, we'll take the check, of course. We are a 501c3, so we will take the check, So if you have interest in that, you can go to the donate link at adoti.org.
Yeah, Adote's it is, and I've been to a lot of Adote events over the years. Oh my goodness! Even when I was in undergrad, I used to go to some Adote events. It's always been a really good organization of really great folks. It really is, and that's important.
Absolutely.
But we got other groups like the Kinks, and like I see Melvin's on. We got the Kinks. We got
Onyx,
Mandate. And so I see where other people have come together to do similar things.
Yeah.
Do you work in partnership with any of those groups?
So those partnerships will continue to be forged as time goes. I will say that at our last year's retreat, that was actually the host city was here in D.C., our 32nd retreat. Mm-hmm. And Onyx, they came out and they hit a table and they talked openly about, the experiences or those
Onyx,
with interest in kink.
And you can be a member of Onyx and still be a member of Adote.
Again, it's about holistic.
Active in Mandate. You can be active in the Kinks and still be...
We're not, we are multi-dimensional people. We are a person who have spirituality, we have sexuality, we have sensuality, we have, spirituality.
Yeah. Is there like a singles Adote page for those of us that are looking for
That's a good
spouses?
question. I think, so
hookups.
That is a good question. So
I'm sure there's been some Adote marriages.
Oh, there has been. Yes, definitely. Yes,
right.
there are several. There's several couples. Brothers who met within Adote. I believe at least 2 couples, maybe 3 couples that have been together long term and that have actually gotten legally married.
Well, look, so. Melvin from the Kinks, from the Dark Kinks here, he said, yes, for Dark Kinks, I would like to get more information.
Okay.
How about a mixer, a kink, a DK, Adote Washington mixer? When y'all do the next potluck, let's make it a joint event with the Kinks.
Oh, so you're speaking about the chapter here in D.C., Adote
yes.
D.C.
But the Kinks are around. They have chapters also around the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
And I want 35% since we brought it up.
Listen, like I'm going to tell you about the gym.
You and 35 from the Kinks.
Like I tell you about personal training for me, the checks in the mail.
Checks in the mail?
Checks in the mail.
That's why you get the service that you've gotten. Hello? You're getting what you pay for. How about that? All right? Okay. All right. Hey, Daryl. Oh, he's wearing the Whitney. I know. He said you're wearing it. And I didn't. I mean, what if I had worn my Whitney?
We would have been 2 Whitneys together here.
I would have poured some wine on yours.
I would have put on my sweater or something. Okay.
Anyway, Daryl. Hey, Daryl. All right, y'all. So, real quick, let's pick a topic. We're going to pick a topic to talk about. And you and I, since we are gym buddies, we've had this conversation several times before. Okay. So, the topic at hand is... sex on the first date. Is it good or bad?
Ooh, spicy.
What are your thoughts?
No, I think that we all should be very pure and wholesome and virginal and, just hold on, to our chastity.
Until when?
Until we can't hold on. No.
Well, you're not going to be able to do it.
I'm joking.
You're not going to be able to do it forever, so you better do it while it still works.
I'm kidding, because I really do believe that we are sexual beings, and I think that we need to, be able to explore ourselves in all types of ways. But I think
I agree.
Yeah, so sex on the first date, I don't really foresee that really being an issue. But it
shouldn't be a requirement.
Not a requirement, but what if it's so good that one time and then it happens and then the person really wasn't feeling you and now you done had incredible sex with someone thinking that this is going to go further and it doesn't. That's
happened to me before. I'm like, oh my God, that was incredible.
And then it's like disappearing acts.
And then I'm calling you every 5 minutes.
Oh.
Right.
Well,
it depends. It depends. What I hate is bad sex on the first date. Okay, that's the worst situation. But I think there's no set paradigm. I mean, I know some people have a 90-day rule.
Yeah,
and I just think that's so immature.
It's kind of 90s. It's not like 2019.
No, the 90s was off the chain. I mean, the
Well,
90s was meet you in the park. And, and
well, that's why I was younger then, but I wasn't. I was walking through the park to go to school.
I mean, but I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it too.
I mean, if you're grown, two grown people, if you as consenting adults decide that y'all want to have sex on the first meeting, the first date.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't mean you're gonna get married. It doesn't mean you're not gonna get married. It just means that you were both sort of driven.
Yeah.
The heat was so hot.
And you just had to go for it.
I mean, sometimes
but the only thing I do want to slip in there is that if you are a person that is having sex on the first date, and if that continues to not work, I think that it's worth trying something different in life. If something isn't working, try the opposite of that thing.
Well, it depends on what the date.
If you want things to go longer.
If the first date is we meet online and you invite me over, and when I come over, you walk me into the bedroom, that ain't a date.
Well, no, that's a meetup.
That's not a date. A date is dinner, coffee, theater,
a walk in the park,
something, right?
Something a little, a
light
museum,
light
banter,
right.
what is it, witty repartee,
and not the movies. Don't go to the movies your first date.
No, because you're not conversational.
Right,
you're staring at a screen.
In the dark with a person.
No,
right?
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
So I mean, it varies. I'd be curious to see what people think. Wait a minute. What did D say? Since I got you here, D Curry said no. You should not have sex on the first date unless that is all you were looking for. I mean, but it depends. It depends. I had sex with an individual on the first time we met, and we were together for multiple years.
And it can happen.
They're gonna kill me for saying that.
Well, you're not saying the person's name.
No, I'm not. But
what's the name? No,
I'm not gonna tell you. But then there have been other people where we haven't had sex for a while. We tried to date, and that didn't last as long. So
I really think that just because sex happens on the first date does not just negate the fact that there can be authentic, true connection. I think that there still could be a connection there. You might just need to get your itch scratched that night.
But sometimes
together.
The date goes so well, you close out the evening with a kiss, and the heat just explodes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
because we all like a little, a cherry on our sundae. So
yes, we do. All right, man, the time went by real quick. Mike said cuddle on the first date.
Oh, that's sweet.
Please.
I appreciate that.
Mike ain't cuddling on no first date.
So I don't know about that. I won't speak on that.
Mike, that's my brother.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. So y'all, Igor he's not giving us the sign, but we're gonna go. What we got? 1 more minute, Igor. We're good. Okay, all right. So we've talked about sex on the first date.
Yeah.
What about people who have a 90-day rule?
Oh.
What happens at the 91st date? I mean, you know what I mean?
You wait that long for the sex to be bad, possibly?
Right.
That's unfortunate.
You know what I think happens? So I know some people that have that rule.
Okay.
And you're trying to get to know them.
Yeah.
So within that 90 days, I'm having sex with other people.
Right. Well, they're having sex with other people all the way through.
Igor agrees. Igor like that. I mean, I'm like, oh, you got a 90-day rule? Okay.
Right.
Well, let me figure out who else I can have sex with in this 90-day period.
Because there is a compatibility component to sex. It has to be able to work. If it doesn't work for you, if it doesn't feel good, if the person doesn't feel good, it's like it's not for you.
And what if you waited for them for 90 days?
Then
it was terrible.
They will be a special friend for you.
Okay.
Someone that you might be attracted to,
terrible.
but not a good sexual partner.
First sex, then a relationship.
Exactly. I need to sample the waters. Right. Right.
There's a lot of sampling going on, But somebody got to go ahead and buy a bottle of water.
But you can't invest all this time if you're talking to one another every day and seeing them everything, and y'all can't get physical. And then when you finally get physical, you're like, ugh.
Well, back to the drawing board.
I'm sorry.
I mean, but truth be told, we've been disappointed in potentials for other reasons as well after you've invested time in. Just because you may have the most incredible person.
Oh, he said a mess. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. But you might have the most incredible person who's meeting, most of the needs, but they may not have a job.
Well, I mean, that's all about compromise and what do you want from the person.
Or
right.
Let me rephrase that.
And
Not a high enough paying job.
But I will say this though: if the sex is bad, you can teach people if they're willing to be coached.
Well, you know, Fantasia has a song called "Teach Me." I'm willing to learn. Yeah.
If you, because I mean, you know, we all had some bad.
Teach
sex,
me
and
tonight.
You're like, ooh, this should be better, and let me show you how to make it better.
Let me show you. Let me show you the way to go. I can't.
All right, y'all, we're gonna get off of this so Igor
fun.
can go home.
This is really
Anyway,
fun.
thank you.
Thank you.
Lamar.
Thank you for having me.
Did we miss Tony? We missed Tony Racing.
Oh, yes. Hey, y'all.
Your day. This would have been crazy. We had to come back on talk.
I
about
would
the
love to
retreat.
be back. Yeah.
We'll
Speak
do it.
about the after retreat experience.
The after
I would love
retreat,
that.
yeah.
The afterglow.
And we're gonna do something.
There's always more.
We're gonna pull together Mandate,
Yeah, partners. We're partnerships.
Adobe.
Onyx and
I need y'all to get more involved with us helping us in
listen,
Washington.
I would love to. I hear that their director is awesome. Their
We're
executive
gonna
director. I would
talk
love
about
to.
that. Yeah. Anyway, y'all. So good night. Look out for the Swerve issue. It's still out, and May is gonna be great. I will drop this little dime. So, Rasan Patterson is our cover story because he has a new album out coming out in May, y'all. And
I
I've
love
heard
that single.
the single is awesome.
The single's
So anyway,
hot.
I want to give him a shout, and I want to give out a shout out to Eric Roberson. I went to see him this weekend in Wilmington. He was great.
Yeah, he
was great.
HU alum, right?
Yes, he's a great artist, y'all. Eric Roberson. He's
Incredible
going to be
voice.
here at the Kennedy Center.
I would love to go. And his song,
June, though.
I Cry Like a Newborn. You know that
Oh
song?
yes, I know that song.
Love that song.
Oh yeah. Eric Roberson, you got to check him
Incredible.
out. So anyway,
Incredible.
y'all, we're gonna say goodnight so Igor can go home.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
See y'all.
Deuces.